What's up, my loves? This is another episode of Keeping It Real with Just Jay. This is the review for Teen Mom OG Season 7, Episode 7, Runways, Rehab, and Retail. Alright, so let's get right into it. So, Caitlyn and Tyler, pretty much the whole episode, it was just talking about Butch's on and off addiction, which was really sad. I didn't know that he had been on and off of drugs for as long as he had been. They mentioned that it had been 3 decades. And Tyler was like, that's, as long as I've been on this earth. And I was kind of like, damn, like that's deep. And it's really sad. And I really do hope that Butch is able to get the help that he needs. But did you all peep that for most of the filming in this episode, Tyler was like, let me, I'm on here. So let me do this little shameless plug for Tiara Rain. Like, bow. He had the shirt on. He had the hat. I'm not mad at you. They have taken their platform of social media and also this show, and they're like, let's create a business. And I'm with it. Like, I dig it. So much success to both of you all. And I really do hope that Butch gets the help that he needs. Speaking of businesses, Macy and her husband also have a online clothing store, TTM, Things That Matter. And I just found it like kind of ironic because both of the couples have a lot of similarities to me, Macy and her husband and Caitlyn and Tyler, and they both ended up starting online clothing stores. So I'm like, wow. But anyway, the clothing line is doing really well, and they've decided to get some office space so that they can keep the home and the work life separate, which I think is really good. Everybody needs some semblance of work life balance, even if you are even if you are self-employed. So kudos to them for that. They found them a nice little business space when they were like viewing the space. And the lady was like, we have, the tap beer. Macy was like, sold. In her head, it was like so funny. She's like I'm sold. And it was just like really cute. Like VH1, y'all are so wrong. MTV, whoever, y'all are so wrong for the editing, because in a preview it was like next week, and she's like, oh my god, like we got a big problem, and you think it's something wrong when Macy said that, and it was a typo in one of the pieces of merchandise. And I was like y'all so dramatic. Y'all are so dramatic. Mackenzie and Ryan seem to be having marriage issues already. And it's kind of unfortunate because Mackenzie looks really, really stressed out. And she looked really detached. When her and Ryan were sitting down to have lunch and he was talking to her and he was telling her how he appreciates her sticking through everything, she was just kind of looking like... So I think that they might need to check into some counseling just so that they can really hash out anything that might be at the root of what's going on, because before she was really like happy. It might be the filming that's getting to her, but and even when she was talking to her friend at lunch, she's like, this isn't what I expected. And I mean, they do say that the first year of marriage is definitely very difficult. There's a lot of adjustments that have to happen, but they have a lot of other stuff that's being compounded on top of that. So it's one of those things I'm just kind of like, man, that's really unfortunate. So I definitely hope that they're able to work through their issues. On to Amber. She gave herself no time to heal from her relationship with Matt before she transitioned to this new relationship. I don't even know that guy's name. He reminds me a lot of Matt in like his look. And there's something kind of like off-putting about him. It's something that I don't trust. I can't really put my finger on it just yet because he's only been on 2 episodes now. But I do find it very ironic that like you were filming a show. So you were in LA and you live in LA. And you haven't left her house since you came to visit. How long you been there, bruh? Like when you going back home? Just kind of wondering. Asking for a friend. She said that she wasn't ready for Leah to meet him, and then Gary, came outside, then Christina came outside, then Leah came outside, so he ended up meeting Leah by mistake. And it's really early on in their relationship. They haven't really established like where they want to be. So I just think like, why couldn't she have... Can she drive herself? If she can, why didn't she drive herself over there so she could make sure that interaction didn't happen until she was ready for it. And if she can't, like, I think she should have took an Uber over there. So I just think that it was like a really confusing thing. And then Christina even touched on it when she was like, after they left, Leah looked at her and was like, who was that man? And then she's like, no, really, like, who is that? So it's like she's getting confused, you know. Yeah, I think it's just like too soon. Even when she took him on the red carpet for the award show, and even when she was talking to him, she talks about a lot of the stuff that her and Matt used to do. You could tell that she's really not fully over Matt, and she's really trying to like cope with that by clinging to a new man. And boo-boo, you can't do it that way. You gotta allow yourself time to heal, because if you really want to have another successful relationship, you can't go into it with the shit from the old relationship. You gotta really like let yourself heal, and she hasn't done that. And it's really, really sad, because I think that she attaches her happiness to her intimate relationships, and you got to dig a little bit deeper. On to Farrah. I have to breathe like heavy every time I review her, because it's so much shit that needs to be unpacked with her. And I don't say that in a mean way or a disrespectful way. I say it in a way where like it's sad to see someone who is so successful but is so unhappy. Like, she got a lot of issues. And my biggest thing is her interactions with her mom. I think her mom is like, she's trying to live her life. And I don't blame her. Like, everybody has to do what makes them happy. And Deborah seems to be happy with her fiance, and she's going ahead with getting married. Now, it's 2018. I know that the invitation on the invitation for the wedding said 2017. So if anyone knows, because I'm not on Twitter, did Deborah and her fiance actually get married? Please comment below and let me know. But Farrah has opposed it from the beginning, and a large reason why she's opposed it is because she doesn't have anything going on in her personal life. If she was in a relationship, I definitely do not believe that she would be responding so negatively to her mom getting married, because now the control that Farrah has over her mom is going to be relinquished. You can really tell that Deborah is doing all that she can to have a relationship with her daughter, but her daughter makes it really difficult. And this is kind of sad to say, but as I was watching it, I was really like, especially when they got in the car and Farrah went off on her mom, like, why did you send me this email? Why did you forward this to me about marriage? And she's like, because it has some really insightful information, you know. And I don't think that she did it with malice. I don't think she did it with any ill will or bad intent. And Farrah just like, she gets irritated about anything that her mom does. So I think some boundaries need to be established. And I think Deborah just kind of needs to take some space away from Farrah for a little bit, because like Farrah uses her mom. She like tries to guilt trip her mom into so many different things, make her feel bad about what she did or did not do. And at one point or another, it's like, you know, come on, you got to move forward. Like, you can tell that her mom is always trying. She's always trying to be there, always trying to support Farrah, always trying to support Sophia, but Farrah makes that very difficult. And now it's affecting Sophia. When they were in the hotel room and Sophia, Deborah went to go touch Sophia, like hug her, and Sophia was kind of like, don't touch me. Like, everything that her mom being Farrah, everything that her mom is doing is now affecting Sophia, and that's when it's becoming problematic. So I do think that everybody needs to just kind of take a step back, especially Deborah. Just take a step back. Love your daughter from a distance for a little bit. Focus on you and your new marriage if you did go through with it. Give your daughter the chance to miss you, and trust me, she will. Like, what she's doing right now, she acts as if you're bothering her every time you're around her. I don't know if that's for the cameras or if it's real, but I've watched you all on other shows, even when you all were on Family Therapy with Dr. Jen, and it was the same thing, even like rougher. So it's just like, that shit is hard to watch. And it's getting even more difficult to watch now because Sophia is being affected by it. And she's never spoke to her grandmother the way that she has in this season. So that's how you know that Farrah has too many adult conversations in front of Sophia. She even did that shit in the hotel. And it's like, come on, man. Like, if you dislike your mom, that's cool. But don't make your daughter dislike your mom, because once children get certain things painted into their mind, it's very hard to erase them. So, Deborah, just take a step back. Let them miss you for a little bit. let her come to you, because you trying to always go to her, it's not working right now. All right, like this video if you like the content. Please comment below if you agree or disagree. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would appreciate if you would hit subscribe. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Until the next time that we speak, stay peaceful and blessed. Bye, guys.